So a friend of mine designed these in '79. These date 1980. He was a systems designer and designed entire U-2 and B-58 cockpit arrays. Had a dozen patents in infrared and microwave. Installed the cockpit arrays. And he did these one day, and they sound great. So the amp is about 200 watts, and I guess the impedance would be the sum of whatever this impedance is. This is power in up to here. When I measure here, I can see 120 volts. Then I lose it. This is a potentiometer. This is a speaker for the speaker wires. There's your capacitors. And so we got, here's the wiring. I'm going to have a wiring diagram. Crossover, crossover. This wire goes all the way down to this bottom speaker wire on the negative side. This wire here goes down to and into this power amp. Okay, and then one of these, one of those wires on the bottom of the negative side also goes to the power amp. Impedance. So I had to look these up because my ohm meter isn't working. 4.5 inches or 7.5 ohms nominal. CTS 2 T8s. 3 of them, 6 ohms. And 3 Defco W805s, I believe, are nominally 8 ohms. So probably, as I remember, they were in the 7.5 range. So here's my diagram. It shouldn't contradict reality. Negative up here, positive over here to the crossover. This positive comes down to the 4.5 inch CTS. This negative side comes down to the 4.5 and then goes down here to the 8. Crossover. So I believe it's all wired in series, and then the amplifier itself is whatever the sum of the impedances, whether it's paralleled and series, you tell me. And I have a signal to noise ratio of like -117. Distortion is obviously null. So we tried to market these, or I tried to market them. He told me it wouldn't work, and it didn't. We had some leftover speakers, so I'm putting all these new speakers in because the cats use the front as a climbing box, resulting in, things like that. These have been sitting idle for a good 10 years. So help me. Oh, here, I'm going to unplug this and you should hear a thump. That's to hear the thump. So hopefully you heard at least a second thump. That tells me that the amp itself is powering up.